Oh, it's back to school time. Should teachers be allowed to carry guns in schools? Joining us is to answer that question, Columbine survivor Crystal Miller is here.
Also joined on our set today is the president for Students for Concealed Carry, Michael Guzman, and back with us is superintendent of the Herald, Texas Independent School District, David Thweatt. Campus safety expert Stephen Cardian is also joining us today.
Crystal, boy, it's been almost 10 years since Columbine.
It has.
Seemed like yesterday for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take us back to that day one more time. I hope you don't mind. But you ended up in the library?
Yes, and of course, as you recall the events of that particular day, you would remember that the library was the scene of the most intense violence. Yes. 10 of the 13 killed, 15 of the 25 wounded there.
Where were you?
I was under a table right there in the midst of everything for those 7.5 minutes. It felt like an eternity.
Sure.
The question that we need to ask you, and the reason that you're here today, is if teachers were carrying guns there, do you think anything would have been different? Do you think anything would have been improved?
You know, I really don't believe that's the case. Things happen so quickly in an instant. When a school shooting, when school violence begins to unfold, it's so hard to know what is happening and where it's happening in the school as well. Law enforcement agents, even students and teachers within the school did not know that the library was where the shooting was taking place.
But I remember the teacher, Dave Sanders, he got killed. What if he had a gun?
You know, it's hard to say, obviously, that because he did not, but he did what he could with the resources that he had. But I do not believe that arming teachers or administrators is the answer. I think
students?
Michael, you totally disagree. Why?
Well, it seems to me that people have selective amnesia. They forget the case history that proves the superintendent's point. Back in 1997 in Pearl, Mississippi, an assistant principal used to keep a loaded firearm in his car. Now, to be in compliance with the school free or the gun-free zone, he parked his car a quarter of a mile away from school to be in compliance and would walk to school. Well, lo and behold, one day a student came in and started shooting up the high school. He immediately called 911, ran a quarter of a mile back to his car, retrieved his firearm, ran a quarter of a mile back, drew down on the student. The student, seeing the assistant principal with the firearm pointing at him, dropped his gun, and he held him until police arrived. Now, this is a perfect example of why people who we trust with students every day, in case there's a blackout, cases of fire or tornado or hurricane, to protect our children, allow them to enable them the tools to defend themselves and their students.
Steve, you're an expert in this field in campus security. What's your feeling about carrying guns?
I applaud David's efforts, but his approach is one of recklessness. I believe that he's identified that school as a soft target, and he's exposed that school's vulnerabilities to what could and might well happen. Leave the policing up to the police. Police officers go through thousands of hours of training and experience. The school teachers were going to be required to wear two hats. Their mindset is not of one in which a police officer is exposed to a critical element each and every day, stopping a car, going on an alarm. He's an educator, and he's in an educational environment. His mindset, we don't know how he's going to respond.
David, we don't live there in northern Texas with you, so answer that as you have the final word.
Well, I think that some of the things that have happened are happening in urban areas. I think anybody who lives in a country area, who lives in some place that's isolated, we take care of ourselves, and we're going to have to take care of ourselves in this case.
All righty, on that
note, anybody who's critical of that just needs to look at the Amish situation in Pennsylvania. They probably didn't think it was going to happen there either.
All righty. On that note, thank you very much, all of you, for joining us today. We appreciate it. We're going to take this to our website, MJShow.com, for a little more information on the subject, including maybe some other alternatives.